Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News with some latest events in Tay Ninh province. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of July 6, the emulation block of Tay Ninh province, violent wrong and political of social groups had the preliminary assessment of the emulation and commendation. Working the first 6 months of the year, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hợp, Chairman of the Provincial Vietnam Violent Wrong Committee and Vice Chairman of the Provincial Council for Emulation and Commendation, was in attendance.
The emulation block consists of the Provincial Youth Union, Farmers Association, Veterans Association, Labor Confederation, Women's Union, and the Vietnam Fatherland Front, led by Tay Ninh Provincial Youth Union. Over the last time, the units have executed numerous successful works and duties that are appropriate to the units and localities' features. Through the block's emulation movements, it has brought over 55 billion Vietnam dong in economic value to society, both contributing to improving the operational efficiency of the units and also contributing to the successful implementation of development tasks such as socio-economic development and security defense of the province. Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hợp, Chairman of the Provincial Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee, Vice Chairman of the Provincial Council for Emulation and Commendation, in charge of the emulation block, highlighted that the units must enhance their work collaboration in the coming period, promote the duties and responsibilities of each unit in the block, promote propaganda and mobilize union members to actively participate in emulation movements, contributing to the province's growth.
The Party Committee of the Provincial Earnestly and Enterprise Block convened a session on July 6 to deploy the direction and responsibility for the last 6 months of 2021, as well as a number of other key contents. Ms. Nguyễn Thị Xuân Hương, member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee and head of the Provincial Party Committee Propaganda and Training Department, attended and made the speech to guide the conference. During the first 6 months of the year, the Bloc Party Committee concentrated on leading and directing the execution of the proposed resolution revision in 2021, organize, analyze, and comprehend the resolution of the 13th Party Congress, the resolution of the Provincial 11th Party Congress, the resolution of the Bloc 8 Party Committee, organizing a preliminary evaluation of the first 5 years of execution of Politburo Directive 5 on fostering learning and following Ho Chi Minh's ideology, morality, and style, rewarding collectives and individuals for excellent achievements, paying attention to grassroots party building work, businesses directly under the bloc, taking care of policy beneficiary and disadvantaged homes, organizing visits and giving presents to anti-COVID-19 checkpoints in the province. Speaking at the conference, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Xuân Hương, head of the Propaganda and Training Department of the Provincial Party Committee, asked the Standing Board and the Executive Committee of the Party Committee of the bloc to continue to create favorable conditions for businesses in the bloc affected by the COVID-19 epidemic, to be proactive and flexible in implementing thematic resolution. Furthermore, improving the leadership and direction of epidemic prevention and control, party building work, guaranteeing the efficient implementation of their goals, promoting the role of social networks while ensuring accurate, quick, and timely information, strengthening the inspection of the implementation of registration, of commitment and training of party members, focus on the consolidation of grassroots ranks and party committee structure.
The Party Committee of Tay Ninh Radio and Television Station conducted a meeting of party members in the first 6 months of 2021 in the afternoon of July the 5th. Mr. Võ Văn Quý, Deputy Secretary of the Party Committee and Deputy Director of Tay Ninh Radio and Television Station, stated that in the first 6 months of 2021, the station's Party Committee led, directed, and managed the Party Committee to perform the majority of the political tasks and contents of the resolution in the month set forth, guiding the party cells directly under its management to lead the party members, cadres, and public employees to execute well the political responsibilities in each cell, making a vital contribution to the unit's performance. focusing on directing the implementation of political duties, anti-corruption work and thrift and anti-waste practices, and the establishment of comprehensively strong agencies and units. Regarding the implementation of political tasks focused on both propaganda on the prevention and control of COVID-19 pandemic, disseminate the election of deputies to the 50th National Assembly and People's Councils at all levels for the 2021 and 2020 system and its results, propagate the results of studying, mastering, and implementing the resolution of the 11th Party Congress of the province, as well as the resolutions of the grassroots and higher level congresses. Furthermore, the station's party committee focuses on leading and coordinating efforts to enhance program quality and technological elements on a regular basis. The quality, content, and format of television programs have also been further improved. In the first 6 months of 2021, the party cells received 3 elite members into the party, attaining 75%. Speaking at the conference, Mr. Vũ Xuân Trường, Party Committee Secretary and Director of Tay Ninh Radio and Television Station, stated that in the second half of the year, the Party Committee of Tay Ninh Radio and Television Station will actively assist the objects and tasks established by the 2021 resolution.
Dear audience, in the light of the current COVID-19 pandemic, the Youth Union and Department of Education and Training of Tay Ninh Province continue to run the exam assessment program. However, in order to ensure safety, the selection of volunteers for this year's program must also adhere to a number of stringent criteria.
Tay Ninh Provincial Youth Union has specifically instructed the district, towns, and city youth unions to make medical declarations for all volunteers, preventing volunteers of F1, F2, and F3 from participating in the program. All volunteers must strictly adhere to wearing masks during the assistance process, regularly measure body temperature, wash hands and disinfect objects and surfaces, ensure that no more than 10 volunteers are gathered during each shift, and ensure that the correct distance is maintained according to regulations. In addition to supporting activities for candidates and their families, volunteer teams also actively implement COVID-19 prevention and control activities at exam sites, such as providing hand sanitizer in front of exam rooms, providing free masks to candidates and their families when they arrive at the exam area, coordinate handling in case of accidents, abnormal weather conditions, or contestants have problems, etc.
Promoting the spirit of initiative and volunteering of young people, 6 students from Tay Ninh Medical College continue to register and volunteer to go to concentrated isolation region to engage in the prevention and control of the COVID-19 pandemic. The volunteer goal is to help with the epidemiological inquiry by recording body temperature and monitoring the health of persons who are isolated. All volunteers have already been immunized against COVID-19 and get training in essential skills and information to ensure their safety in disease prevention and control. To date, more than 30 Tay Ninh Medical College students have volunteered to participate in epidemic prevention and control activities in concentrated isolation area and at interdisciplinary checkpoints for COVID-19 prevention and control, contributing to improve the effectiveness of the province's disease prevention and control. Ladies and gentlemen, in the past, harvest maize cultivated mostly in the winter-spring crop was utilized as a feedstock for cattle in the Bengal area. Many farmers have lately contracted to produce this maize variety, including the summer-autumn harvest, with an increasing area due to the relatively high profit margin and the increasing need of the partner to acquire the products. Long Chữ Commune Bengal District specializes in 2-3 harvest of rice, but currently has more than 200 hectares of growing harvest maize, and all of these raw material areas are contracted for consumption goods with Vietnamese Tay Ninh Company. According to Tay Ninh Agricultural Extension Center, this is a road with local benefit due to adequate land and core capacity to offer significant economic value to the cedar. Previously, individuals only collaborated with corn-producing companies, mostly for fruit and seed. However, dynamic cross-farm purchased the entire body and root. Many families have changed plant ties in the proper direction to process animal feed, generating an average profit from biomass made 30 million Vietnam dong per hectare in 90 days of cultivation. In the remaining days of the year, one additional crop of maize, rice, or bean can be grown, boosting revenue, renewing the soil, and preventing pests and illnesses. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.